Good afternoon, everybody. This is April Ross. We are broadcasting live from the Beehive, and the Beehive is buzzed into this beautiful place, Hill and Dales. Hey, Travis Hargett. I always got to say hello to everybody that comes on. Travis, you don't want to miss this. I've got my great friends here with me. They're going to speak a little life today.
Speak life.
Speak life.
Yes.
It's launching. Hello, Jennifer Dunlap. You guys, what I need for you to do is, y'all don't mind, share out the broadcast. Share out this broadcast because this is something that is going to be very new. But speaking life, we're going to find out exactly what it's all about. And we have Pastor, Lord have mercy, Robert Brock, and his lovely wife, Gigi. Can I call you Gigi?
You can call me
today.
Gigi.
So here we have, first of all, for people who don't know, who are just tuning in, thank you, Ms. Vedra Sullivan. Please share out the broadcast if you don't mind. Tell us what we have set up here.
We just have some dirt that the Lord created, and we also have some seeds that He created, and the water that He created. So we're just doing a symbolism of showing how when you plant the word down into your soul, how it sprouts up and grows the Spirit of God from the inside out. So that's the symbolism, because our Speak Life logo and our Speak Life vision, everything represents growth from God, a mission from God to each one help one. So what we want to do is just empower people to get closer to God, to know God better, to be empowered by His word.
By His word.
Yes.
And so tell us, how did Speak Life come about, though?
Speak Life originated about several years ago.
About 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
when
but
we first met.
yeah, and we decided to start talking about God and put it out there for people to be lifted up, because we've all gone through places of brokenness where we needed to have the word spoken to us. Yes.
And I guess I'll go back a little bit farther than that, because when we first met, we had never been acquainted other than professionally. And as we started to date and really develop our relationship, we began to talk and share. And we actually had a time where we got to a point where we began to share things that were not so pretty. And we found out that we had been walking a similar path, but separately in our lives. So when God put us together, we began to realize that, oh my God, you know, when you were over there on that side of town dealing with this, I was out here on that side of town dealing with it. And then that's how we started thinking about the people that had started to uplift us. And then one day we just said, those people were speaking life into us.
Speaking life.
We could have been dead and gone if someone had not spoken those words of encouragement to us. And then that became a part of our relationship. We just started to sharing more and more and more. And after a while, we realized that not only were people speaking to him or were people speaking to me, I was speaking life to him and he was speaking life to me, because we both were broken. We were healing from our brokenness when we met.
Oh, wow.
So that is the foundation of it. And then we also, because we both were in Christ at the time, realized that God was that foundation. Those were angels that God was sending to us, and that how important it was. It made a difference whether we lived or died, and that, hey, this is important. I bet you if we went through it, I bet you thousands of other people. And there you go. We developed Speak Life.
Speak Life. And again, it's launching on April the 29th, which is next Sunday.
Right. Next Sunday, this is when the baby will be born. Speak Life. It's
You've
a
been
celebration.
pregnant with it for a while.
Yes, for about 3 years.
For about 3 years.
We've been carrying it.
Wow.
And this is
laboring over
yes,
it. Nurturing
it. Growing it.
Oh, yeah.
And, just praying over it. That's very important. And we really thank everyone for joining us for the 29 days of prayer, because prayer is important. Yes, and, you know, I've been speaking life on Facebook every morning, because there are a lot of people
Lord have mercy.
that are dealing with depression. They're broken, they're downtrodden, they've been through a lot. So to tune in to Robert Brock's Facebook page and get a message every morning that will lift your spirits up, that's what it's all about.
I really don't think he sleeps. I get up in the morning and that Speak Life spoke to me so quickly in my soul. Every morning I'm looking for it, you know. And so don't ever think that nobody is looking or watching. They watching.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all better start liking. And if you have, for those of you who are new to Mr. and Mrs. Brock, Robert Brock's page, go to his page. Please like his page. Please friend him. You've got to do it if you want a great word of encouragement. Speak Life, and it speaks so loudly. He is on it every morning.
Yes.
And so now it's time for you to launch out.
Right. And so the baby will be born on April the 29th, which is this coming Sunday, not this tomorrow, but next Sunday at 3 o'clock at Lafayette Christian School. It will start promptly at 3 o'clock. We have worked on this program, prayed over it. We have assembled a team of great people like April Ross.
I'm going to be there.
Yes, we have a media mogul dream team that have been assisting us behind the
who
scenes.
Are these people?
So they've been doing a lot of the background work, bringing together. Nab Thomas, he's working on the website.
Oh my God!
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the trailer that Denise Mosley put together, but you can access it on my page or Denise Mosley's page, or you can go to YouTube now and just type in Speak Life everywhere, and you can look at it on YouTube. So this is just our way of getting the information out and the word out. And people have been asking me, how much does it cost to attend? It is absolutely free. But we will be taking up a seed offering during the program to help support the ministry. But we have assembled, I call it a rock star cast for this launch. First, we have Mignon Sarton. She's out of Atlanta. She's a recording artist. She sung with Lawrence Flowers and J.J. Harrison. So she will kick it off at 3 o'clock, and she will be singing and ministering. Her vocal cords have been blessed by God. And the one that will be bringing the word, his name is Jeremy Tuck out of Forest Park, Georgia, and Apostle Jeremy Tuck. And he is the pastor of Living Faith Tabernacle in Forest Park, Georgia. He's going to be bringing a word. He has also written a book that will be for sale at the event about how to draw millennials in and minister to everyone, because everyone deserves to be ministered to.
Yes.
And then there will be an all-star cast for the I Declare Freedom segment. The segment will focus on what people have been stuck in. And we have people all over the world that have been stuck in the past, stuck in sin, stuck in financial difficulties. But this segment,
stuck in student loan, what about them?
whatever your stuck is, you know, this will minister to you because we have Elder Kateris Tucker.
Oh my goodness.
We have Psalmist Natasha Staples. And we have a soul that has been blessed by God. His name is Katie Hutchison of Evergreen Baptist Church.
Oh my gosh.
He will be coming to minister through, you know, testimonies and worship. So that segment is going to be mighty powerful. The goal is for everyone that comes and witnesses this birth will be changed forever.
Will be changed forever. And let me ask you, because some people have asked, what is a virtual church?
Well, it's more a virtual empowerment website.
I like that.
It's a virtual empowerment website.
Okay.
The website will serve the same type of purpose that I've been doing on Facebook. We're giving a word of the day. So here it will be housed in one area.
Love it.
And so when I put out the word of the day, it'll go to Facebook, it'll go to Twitter, it'll go to Snapchat, it'll go to everything at the same time. You can come and get a word of the day. You can be lifted. Every once in a while, we'll do a podcast where you can get a nugget word. My wife, she will be ministering to women and young adult girls who are going through and struggling with different things. So it's just an empowerment website. It's like an over-the-counter medication to lift you up in your spirit.
And Miss Gigi, as he mentioned that you will be ministering to women, empowering them, what's a word that you can give to our ladies out there?
The first thing comes to mind is to love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Your life starts with loving Christ and loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you won't be able to allow anyone else to love you. And you won't be able to really receive love. Because you can give it, but women, we don't always get it back.
Right.
But when you love yourself, you can love, like they say, I'd rather love and lost than never loved at all. You can love yourself and lose, but you can still go back to loving yourself. Loving yourself is the foundation. You asked the question earlier about the empowerment launch, or what is it? It's not a virtual church.
Okay.
It is an empowerment website. It's like a what you call it, on the when you order something and you put it in your cart, it's like a cart of empowerment.
Gotcha.
It'll have a variety of things. It'll have the things that my husband's been putting on Facebook. It'll be things that we do as we go out and do service work on behalf of Speak Life. It'll be all Speak Life information, upcoming events, what we're doing, when we're doing it. It'll be uplifting women as far as more particularly with me. Not just loving yourself, but health, education, parenting, all things that are important to a female. Right. But based in a Christian atmosphere.
Love it.
So that's kind of what it is. It's not a church. We're not going to be preachers preaching on there. Like you said, at some point we will have podcasts.
Okay.
We might even invite people to come in and talk about different things, because we're who God selected to do this work. We're just the face of Speak Life, but Speak Life roots are from God. God is the root, and He selected us for whatever reason to do His work, and we have accepted it, and we are willing to do it. We are charged with it, and we are excited about it.
Amen.
We are excited about it.
Excited.
We are excited
about it.
So look beyond Robert and Gwen Brock.
Yes.
Look beyond them.
And see Christ.
She preaching. Come on, ain't no preaching. She already doing it. God got me hype over here. They already done planted these seeds. I done planted mine. I'm ready for them to grow.
That's
Yes.
right.
So for people who are just tuning in, first of all, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. If y'all don't mind, please share out the broadcast. We got Dr. Frankie Bell on.
Amen.
I saw her earlier today. I didn't get a chance to speak. Love Dr. Frankie Bell. But you guys, everything like the trailer, the flyer, everything. I've seen a lot of green going on.
Yes,
Tell me about the green. It ain't money,
It's
y'all.
all about the
But
green.
It is all about the green.
Tell us, what do green represent? What does that represent to you?
Green represents the life. The speak is coming from the root. The speak in our logo is brown, and it represents the root. And getting the word and going deeper. And the more you get the word, the more you empowered, the deeper your roots get. And then as your roots get deeper, your branches get stronger. And you stretch
Preaching
out.
good.
You stretch out. And you know, the leaf, that's the part of it that, you know, you extend out and stretch out who you are in God. That represents the end leaf. So that's where the green comes from. And so we wanted it to have a fresh look, a fresh feel. Green represents life, the living.
The living.
The living.
And those roots, they go down deep.
Deep.
They go
Yes, they go deep.
They go deep.
They go deep. So that when the wind blows,
There you go.
your
Preaching
roots are deep enough that your tree will not fall.
now. It won't fall. It might bend a little bit.
And so as you tune in to Speak Life every day, your roots are going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And then when the enemy attacks you,
Yes.
you'll be able to stand.
Because he will attack you.
Oh yeah, he will attack you.
So that's why you got to feed yourself daily.
Yes.
Right? And continue to grow. And with this launch, people have somewhere to actually go to.
Right.
Am I
Because
right?
and really it's for people who may never ever step foot in a church. We're speaking to the millennials because they're going to church and looking at the word on their phones.
Everything is on the phone.
Everything is on the phone,
Yes.
the tablet. And, you know, if you've seen the trailer, we got a segment in there about, you know, how to access it on your phones and on your tablet, because we want everybody to be lifted up. Whether you go to church or not, everybody can use some empowerment.
And some encouragement.
And some encouragement.
And hopefully that'll drive them to want more.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And find Christ.
Right. And we want them to tune in every day, because it'll be something on there for everyone every day. I get inbox emails, text messages from people every day about how Speak Life has blessed them. When they were going through a tough patch, they read 2 sentences and it lifted them up. That's what it's about.
So tell us, how do you come up with the daily word?
The daily word, I just meditate on it. I read my word. I study God's word. And whatever resonates in my spirit, I listen to, I follow a lot of ministers. And whatever resonates in my spirit to give to the people, I put it in there. It's just a couple of sentences.
At one moment you were on soaring. I almost flew up out the house. I almost literally. I really thought I was flying, y'all. I mean, he took me there. Do you hear me?
That was when I was reading a book about soaring from T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when I also heard a message when we went up to Tennessee about soaring from Bishop Joseph Walker.
Okay.
He preached a sermon on it. So that ignited that in me. And I started to study everything about an eagle. You know, they're eating fresh meat. They only mate with one other eagle for life.
For life.
For life. And they can fly above the storms. They can fly above the hurricanes. You know, that studying that gave me strength. So I knew if it gave me strength, it would give someone else strength. So I pass it on. I don't keep it all to myself.
You can't.
I don't
We
keep
need it. We need it. Thank you, Irma Gates, for tuning in. I want you guys, Irma, if you don't mind, to share out the broadcast. Miss Vanessa Harper, thank you for tuning in. Please share out the broadcast if you guys be so kindly. What we're talking about here today is Speak Life. It's going to launch on next Sunday, April the 29th at 3 o'clock p.m. at LaGrange Christian Center.
In the auditorium.
And Lafayette Christian Center. It's right there by Troop High School, so you guys know where it is.
Right there off of Exit 14.
Exit 14. So we want you guys to come out. And what you need to do is, if y'all haven't got on the Speak Life journey, get on it. I'm telling you. It'll minister to your soul every morning. Hey, Toshiba, please share out the broadcast. Toshiba works with me, and she said, oh, I love that Speak Life.
Yeah, I heard on one of your broadcasts, she was talking about how she was going through, and she read it, and it lifted her. That makes us motivated to do it every day.
Right.
But as long as one person is changed, it's not in vain. It's just to help people. One person.
Right.
If one person out of the lifetime that Speak Life will be in existence,
change their lives.
Change their lives. Give them hope. Give them a reason to keep going, even when they don't feel like going.
So, Gigi, what would you like to say to our audience today who are just tuning in about Speak Life?
Well, I guess the main thing is that, like I said earlier, Speak Life roots are based around our Christian faith, God. We're not trying to sell anyone on God, but we're trying to empower you through positive efforts, through word, through song, through prayer, through preaching, through teaching, just to empower people to do better. People want to do better. Sometimes empowerment is not even verbal. Sometimes it's nonverbal. Sometimes it's just smiling at someone.
A gesture.
A gesture. It could be just saying the right thing, holding the door for someone.
Complimenting someone.
We got to get back to that.
Right.
To someone.
Helping each other.
Just empowering people to be strong. And I know that I'm a female, so I lean more to the female, but because of Christ and the spirit that resides in me, I'm able to do it with everybody. Children, adults, seniors, all color, all creeds, it doesn't matter. When we went on our honeymoon at Punta Cana, we spent some time ministering to the guy that was trying to sell us a resort package.
Right.
And he was from New York, and he was away from his family and his kids, and he was really missing them. And we were able to minister to him. And we just don't care. We have no respect of person. We just want to empower people to do good things, to make positive choices, and just to be an example.
Right.
Because if we empower you, go out and empower someone else. Spread it. If we continue to spread it, what would the world be like?
Yes.
What would the world look like?
Right.
How would the world act? That's my deepest thing. What would it do if all of us could go around and empower each other?
Wow.
Could motivate each other.
That would be,
If
the world
we
would be
could
a
do
better
that.
place.
Stop looking at each other with hate, anger, and jealousy, and envy.
And going in on each other on that Facebook and
Right.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
Stop it.
use it for what it was intended. Find
Exactly.
something, and it didn't have to be
Connection,
what we're doing,
connectivity.
but it could be what you're doing. Use your gifts and talents,
Right.
whatever that may be. Just use them and use them in a positive way.
And sometimes you have to change your circle.
Right.
Amen.
You
Right.
know,
Mhm.
you do.
I
You
just
do.
listened to something less than a month ago
Right.
when we were in Tennessee. or
Tennessee.
something. Tennessee. He shared a post with me about he wasn't even a minister, was he? He's just a motivated. He was very positive. He said, only have people in your circle that are in your tribe.
Ooh, that are in your
That
tribe.
are in
Did y'all
your
hear that?
tribe.
Right.
Did
If
y'all
that
hear that?
person is not in your tribe, then let it go. Be nice, be respectful, speak to them, give them godly love. But if they're not in your tribe, don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Don't
about
worry.
it.
Only keep the people only keep people around you that in your tribe that see your worth, that value you, that consider you a good person, see the attributes that God gave you. And in that way you motivate and you feed off of
Talking
each
to
other.
your tribe.
You don't want to waste the time as you continue to grow in age. You don't want to waste your time with people that are not in your tribe.
And it's okay for people not to be connected. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay.
It's
It's okay.
okay.
It's okay.
It's
It's okay.
okay.
But just do not think that, we're going to use up a lot of energy in that area.
You better say that.
You know,
We
Right.
won't use our energy.
You won't use our energy.
We've had it
Right.
in the past since we've been together. We've had to move away because people were not in our tribe. And that didn't
Y'all
mean
hear
that we
that?
still didn't love them.
It's
we still
okay.
love you.
Yes.
We just
Hey,
don't
Chrissy.
desire to have you in our lives and spend our energy on you because you're not in our tribe, because you don't value us. You don't have the same visions that we do.
Ooh.
Because when you connect with people and there's no value there, you're going to be spending a lot of wasted
Wasted time.
energy and time. And so we are only given a certain amount of time on this earth. And so you want to use every minute wisely because time is something that you cannot
Can't
get
get
back.
back.
You cannot get it
can't
back.
get
That's why I don't
back
like
time.
people to waste my time.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't buzzing around for nothing.
That's it.
Like,
Exactly.
so when you come to the Speak Life launch, we want to start on time. We want to utilize every moment wisely to impact each and
Right.
every person that comes. We want you to leave lifted and
Yes.
motivated and inspired to go out and help someone else.
That's right.
Whatever you learn at the Speak Life launch, go out there and
Take
help
it with
someone
you.
else connect.
Right.
Help someone
Take
else
it
to
with
soar.
you.
Right, right. Do
You
not
can't just keep it to yourself.
yeah, I just preached a sermon just about an hour ago at Rise and Grow Missionary Baptist Church. Hey, Pastor Baskerville, thank you for allowing me to come to minister. and we had a great time.
We had a wonderful
but
time.
you know, the enemy comes to deplete you, to discourage you, to leave you disillusioned, disoriented. That's what the enemy's job is. But Speak Life is the alternative to that.
You better say
Yes.
So when the world beats you up, you go to Speak Life Everywhere and you get lifted up.
that. Lift it up.
That's it.
That's all you have to do.
That's
when
it.
we were talking about I was just about to talk about Ashley Nicole. Hey, Ashley, just about to talk about that young lady because what Miss Gigi was saying is so true about your tribe. Because we were having a conversation, Ashley and I, and she said, you know, my circle has changed from last year
Right.
to this year. And then when she said this, she said, my timeline has changed.
Yes.
When you used to look at people just ain't doing nothing, doing it, and then when your circle began to change, you'll notice it on your timeline.
Right.
Because what they're posting is something you want to hear that's
Right.
connected to you.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's
can
what you want.
uplift and
That's a
encourage
good
you.
thing.
That's a
That's a good
great
thing.
thing, you know? But if you continue to be around negativity, you're going to see it on your timeline.
Right. But you know, if it's something comes on my timeline that doesn't agree with my spirit, there's a delete button.
Uh-oh.
There's a hide button. You know what I'm saying? So we want everything that's connected to us to be positive.
Right.
And if that's not you, it's okay.
It's okay.
We you know.
Hopefully it'll
We
be
love you.
on
We love you, but you won't be in the tribe.
You won't be
Right.
in the tribe.
I told someone about a couple of months
Get in
ago.
the
I
tribe.
said, I'm aligning. I decided in 2018 that I was going to align because it's time.
Okay.
Now God prepare you for these missions, but you also have to be in alignment. Alignment means
Alignment.
you gotta. Everything's got
Alignment.
to kind of fit and groove like a well-oiled machine. And I said, I'm only focusing and doing and aligning my life. And if that person don't fit in it, that's okay. I love you. But if you don't align with it, I'm sorry. You're not in my tribe. I love you. I respect you. I'll support you. I mean, I'll support your efforts when you're doing something positive.
Okay.
But as far as having you in my space and you knowing all the details of my life or my Speak Life life, alignment. Alignment means adjustment. Sometimes you have to tweak it. I'm not an engineer.
Right.
I'm not. And I'm not too mechanically inclined. But I have friends that are, and I know they align things. They adjust things. And so you have to move things around. Sometimes you have to move things out.
You have to move things out.
Yes.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
So I don't respond. I didn't respond to the question. The question was posed to me. What exactly do you mean by that? I didn't have to answer that because it was self-explanatory. It simply means if you don't line up with the Word of God, if you don't line up what my mission moving forward in life is, then you're going to have to be adjusted. And that adjustment may be, you may move farther back, or you may move completely out.
What do you say to people who may take that and said you must think y'all better than?
Oh, we've already heard that.
We've
already heard
How do you
that.
address
I've
that?
heard that all my life.
Ooh, how do you address
was
that? She thinks she all that. Tell me.
I tell you what I always say, and I
Okay.
still can't change it. I'm who my mother. She raised me to be confident in everything that I do, and she taught me every day in some way, you can be anything you want to be if you apply yourself.
Apply yourself.
So, only thing that I can say to that is, I am being who God created me to be and who my mother raised me to be. And if I choose not to do some of the things or indulge in some of the things that you do, or if I walk with confidence, praise God that my mother done her job and she did it well.
And she did it well.
She did it well.
Walking in confidence.
Yes.
Walking in confidence. not
Knowing
in-
who you are.
Knowing who I am and loving me. I know how to love me. Nobody. I love him dearly.
You love baby.
And he completes me.
Okay.
Yes.
But I could walk without him.
All right now.
And I would expect that he could walk without me. Because we both bear God.
Right.
Bear God.
We bear God. And that is one thing that we both told each other when we first started dating. I told him, I said, I've fallen in love with you, but I love God more.
Y'all, I love
So
this
I
couple.
love
I swear.
God.
We're going to have to
Yes.
have them back.
Yes.
We're going to be speaking like in it for you. They might well just give us a little seat every. We like Oprah on Sunday. So Super Soul Sunday right here.
But I do know this.
I love
If
this.
you follow God,
Uh-huh.
and if you do right,
Yes.
right will follow
Follow
you.
you.
Right
That's
gonna
my
follow you.
godmother's famous line.
Right going to follow you.
Right, do right, and right will follow you.
Yes.
So when the outside world is looking and saying that we think we're more or better just because we might have had a new pair of jeans on,
Uh-huh.
it's simply just because we're blessing. We're being blessed by God because we're in His will.
In
When
His
you
will.
try it, you'll like it.
Try it. You'll
Be
like it.
in His will,
Mhm.
and I guarantee you'll see the benefits. You'll see the rewards. When they look at us, you see the benefits. You see the rewards.
You see the
It's
rewards.
nothing about us because we're not perfect.
None of
We
us.
have flaws,
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't dare think that I was all that. Although I like feeling all that for you, I could dare not feel like I was all that.
Uh-huh.
But I just realized just the other day I was talking to my pastor, Pastor James Woods Jr. of Beat Hill United Methodist Church. I told Pastor, I said, I look back over it. I've always been different. I've always been different. I should have expected that
You'd
for
expect
something to happen. I should have expected that because I always were different. I never did. I don't know what peer pressure is because I meant no. I believed in what I believed in. I stood up when everybody sat down. I fought a whole family for 10 years. But I stood up for what I believed in, even when I had to stand alone.
Stand alone.
So you have to be, but I didn't stand alone. The human body stood alone, but God stood with me. And
All
I
the
was
time.
every time, but I was different. So now it makes sense to me while I was different. I've always been different, so I shouldn't expect myself to be just like everybody else now.
So you guys, if y'all, I know y'all been enjoying this. Have y'all been enjoying this? Tell me, Irma. Irma said,
You on TV.
Irma said coffee with you and Corey. I don't know about that. Cause Rock gonna turn, honey, Corey be different. He'll be chained. He'll be throwing oil on Corey. But if you guys want more, this is what we're talking about. Speak Life. So if y'all been missing it, y'all better go to Robert Brock page. Go to his page. Give him a friend request. I'm telling you, that's what this is all about. So if you've been wanting more of this, more of this Speaking Life every morning, consistently in your life, somewhere where you can go to say, oh my goodness, like the other day, I really had a bad day, like a really bad day, and I normally don't have no bad day.
Okay.
I normally don't have a bad day. It's very rare I have a bad day. But I should have looked up Speak Life then, cause I was speaking wrong. I was speaking wrong.
Yeah, because Speak Life represents a fresh start.
Yeah.
A fresh start. You can always go to Speak Life, and just so you know, come April the 29th, that's when the website will go live that day. So you also get instructions at the launch on how you can tap into Speak Life Everywhere, the website.
Okay. And again, this is April the 29th. Ashley, I want to see you there. Who else is on? Miss Hill, I want to see you there. Gregory, I want to see you there. Again, this is next Sunday, not tomorrow, but next Sunday at 3 o'clock at Lafayette Christian Center right here in LaGrange, exit 14.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's right.
And I'm going to post that as well. We want to make sure that you guys get all that you need to be a better person. Even for myself, it's always something, because I'm telling you, soon as you hit the floor in the morning,
Oh yes.
oh, he waiting on you. I'm telling you, the devil, he on his job.
Right.
He don't never sleep. Okay, he waiting on you. Soon as your feet hit the floor. But when I get up, my knees hit the ground. Do you hear me?
Amen.
Knees hit the floor.
Amen.
Because first of all,
Prayer.
prayer. You got to.
Prayer.
I can't walk out the door.
It's important.
It's important. And then you get on your Speak Life. Get some more encouraging going on.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you've got to do that. For people who have been out of church because maybe church has been like, oh, I just don't want to go to church. This is your way to start getting that relationship. Speaking like connectivity, because you just can't get outside the world and just say, I'm done with this.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Speak life.
I got a few shout outs to give.
Give some shout outs.
I want to thank Ashley Nicole. She's on. She's been doing a lot of flyers for us, and I thank you for your work ethic. I thank you for what you're bringing to the table. Your work is boss tight.
Ooh, boss
tight.
Got a new word.
You will be working with us moving forward. I want to give a shout out to Denise Mosley. She put together the trailer, that epic trailer that you can go to. You can go to your YouTube channel and look up Speak Life Everywhere to see the promo trailer. We really do thank you for that. She did a photo shoot out here where we are now at Hills and Dales a couple of Fridays ago. And also a shout out to Nafonda Gibson Ross.
Yes. Nafonda Gibson 1033 photography. Yes.
We want to thank you for your vision. She captured all of the casual scenes up in Noonan at Greenfield Street Park. We took those photos where we were in denim, and we took the pictures with the cell phones and the tablets. Well, it was fun. It was 2 days of photo shoots, and then Denise flipped that trailer around in one day.
In one day.
I
don't think Denise sleep. I really don't. I think somebody sleep for her.
Yeah.
I really don't think she sleep.
Right.
Yeah. So.
She flipped that trailer out. We appreciate it. Nab Thomas, he's working on that website.
Extraordinaire.
You know, we'll be talking to him later on this evening because he's working on it every day. It will go live. He will be there at the Speak Life lunch to show everyone how to connect to the website. I mean, we could go on and on and on, thanking a whole bunch of people. Another thing, too, the MCs for the event would be none other than Pastor Teddy Reese and co-pastor Teresa Reese.
Y'all got them
give
Reese.
It up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Y'all
Give
got
it up,
them
give it up.
We
The
love you.
coolest, dopest people in the game. They will be kicking it off. We love them. We have fellowship with them. We've preached at their church, and I mean, they're good people. We love them, you know, and we're just surrounding ourselves with good people that just want to just celebrate life. I mean, why live life if you don't live it?
That's right. Ooh.
Why live life if you don't live it? Live
y'all hear that?
your life the way it was created.
That's something that speak
like. I'm telling y'all better get connected.
You know, put an exclamation point on your life. Live life on purpose. Wake up with purpose. You know, get up out of the bed saying, I am somebody. I love the Lord. I'm going to walk by faith and not by sight. I'm going to speak life. I'm going to speak life to someone else. I'm going to encourage someone else. And that's what it's all about. Taking what you've learned and helping someone else. You don't ever know when you're going to have a Jericho Road experience.
You're right.
You don't ever know when you're going to need someone to lift you up and put you in a hotel for a couple of days to take care of you. So we need to help each other. And so what God has gifted us with is the power to empower.
The power to empower. I like that.
And because, I mean, the empowerment statements, they take a life of their own. You know, some of them get 200 and 300 likes on it each day because there's a need. People when they click like, they're saying that registered in my spirit.
I needed that.
Registered in my spirit. That helped me. And there's a lot of people that never click like. That's okay.
That's okay.
You can still come and get what you need, and we don't ever have to know you've been there because it's not about the likes.
Oh, it ain't.
As long as one person is lifted up each day, the mission is possible.
The mission is possible.
The mission is
and
possible.
I'm telling you, this launch is going to go. Hey, Coach Story is on. Clifford Story. Hello
hey,
there.
Hey.
We want to see you in the place next Sunday in LaGrange, right there at the Lafayette Christian Center, where Speak Life is going to launch on that evening at 3 o'clock, so that afternoon. So we want to make sure that you are there and the rest of you guys are there as well. I'm telling you, this has been a phenomenal day, a phenomenal interview. We certainly appreciate you guys being a part of y'all.
Being. And let us give it up for April Ross Show. Give it up, give it up, give it up. We really appreciate you and what you bring to the table. I thank God for you and everything that you are doing for our people. You're keeping us informed in a positive way. We thank you for what you're doing for Speak Life. And we will be connected on this journey forever.
Yes, we will.
We're connected forever.
We're connected forever.
We're connected forever.
I'm telling you, I love the because everybody will have Cliff Story say we will be there. I like that.
Hey!
I like that. He said we will be there.
Bring
I like
the
that.
whole church with you.
Bring the whole church.
We would like for
Bring
you to
the whole
go to your
football
church and announce it at your churches.
Yes.
We want everyone to be there. And please be on time because it will start promptly at 3 o'clock p.m. because we want to utilize your time wisely.
Utilize your time wisely. So make sure you guys are there. Thank you, Cliff Story. We bring your beautiful wife and all your family to Speak Life again.
And one more thing,
Yes,
we want everyone to wear like green, beige, denim, khaki, white.
I gotta give me a green BTV shirt.
Because we just think we are a family,
Yes.
and everybody's dressed and coordinated
wanna be
together.
comfortable.
We want you to be comfortable because I'll be wearing jeans.
You'll be wearing your jeans.
I'll be wearing
so
jeans.
you ain't gotta wear the 3-piece.
You don't have to wear 3-piece. You don't have to
no.
wear ties. It's casual, nice. We want everybody to just be laid back and enjoying the empowerment.
And enjoy the empowerment. So you guys make your way there. If y'all don't mind, please share out this broadcast. Share it for me, Coach Story, if you don't mind. Miss Keisha, please share that for me if you don't mind. Please tell your church family as well. Tag your pastor and ask your pastor to please join us on that day to connect with other pastors in the room. We all can learn from one another.
Right.
As you say,
So
you
true.
listen to other
Yes,
pastors.
I do.
And I do
So
too.
true.
You know, I love WTM. So, you know, I love, but sometimes I go, you know, just to get a word. You know,
Right.
sometimes you just thumbing through Facebook. They go there, Speak Life. Oh, and they be in green too. Y'all be in red sometimes. I be looking for it. I be looking for my Speak Life so it can speak to me.
You have to take ownership of your empowerment.
That's right.
If you don't do it, who will?
Who will? That's right. If you get up in the morning talking about, girl, let me tell you how to change that. Change it. Change it to some Speak Life. Then tell girl, let me tell you.
No, girl, let me tell you.
And once you keep speaking, that'll eventually go out of your vocabulary.
Right.
But anything you guys would like to add before we let you guys go?
One thing I thought about after you asked me what did I want to say, and one of the other things is, and this is my rule of thumb that I just use for myself, is that, and I make it real simple, if you're an apple, we shouldn't compare at all. But if you're an apple, evaluate yourself against an apple. I'm not a grapefruit. I'm not a bee. So I'm going to stick to what I am. Focus on what I am. And in better, and that's a part of the empowerment too, is getting people, mostly females, because I'm a female, to start looking at, oh, I saw you over at Reese's church and you had on that dress, and I said, oh my God, she got the most beautiful legs I've ever seen. I didn't compare myself because I got on skinny legs. I complimented you. Because why would I worry about that? I know my legs will never be that pretty and that shapely and that golden brown, you know. So I say that to say that a lot of people spend too much time comparing themselves in their jobs, their careers, where they live, what they drive, the church that they attend, what degree their pastor has. Stop doing that. Empower yourself to be who you are, where you are. And once you start to empower yourself where you are, you'll begin to be more motivated to aspire to where you would like to be. Because empowerment is just not to stay where you are.
Right.
We're putting ourselves out here for God to empower you to be where you want to be. We want to hear about you heard something or you saw something or you participated in something we had and you went back and applied it, and then you got that promotion on the job.
I love it. I love
Or
it.
you
I
went
love
and
it.
found you a church home and you gave the preacher your hand and God your heart.
Yes.
That is what Speak Life is about. And we as women, some women, compare themselves. Oh, her hair is long. Well, it's probably a weave. Oh, she's a doctor. Well, I got a bachelor's degree. It doesn't matter what we have. We all have a part to play in the universe.
That's right.
And I want to empower women to realize that you are important, you are beautiful, you are beyond your expectation. You just got to catch up with it. Sometimes
That's right.
people are so far from where they could be, but they're their worst enemy.
are.
They're holding
They are.
themselves back. Perhaps you can go on the empowerment website and see something to motivate you. Maybe I might be having something like a conference
All right now. We'll look
that will
forward to it.
empower you or
Right.
instruct you. I might even do something like an instructional in my career that will help you know how to interview, write resumes, present yourself to the customer, get that job. It's about a lot of stuff.
Motivation.
Motivation. Just motivating people in general. And it doesn't matter who they are. But like I said, I'm a little soft when it comes to the female because I'm a female.
Right.
And that's where most of my experience has been because I am a woman. I know some of the things that I went through. I can share that and help somebody else.
Help somebody.
And it's a lady, when I was going through a while back, someone gave me her telephone number. I think her name was Ida Pearl. She lived far away. She's passed and gone on now. But I called her, and she prayed for me for a solid hour on the phone.
Wow.
And she said that she would put my name in a prayer book and pray for me every day.
Wow.
So that also resonated in my spirit, that there's somebody that's going through out there that could use an encouraging word. So I took that from that experience right there to pass it on to someone else
That's what
and
started it.
and that's what started, that's what ignited it, because she
that
helped
story.
lifted me, and my trajectory just started to expand after that. My life just took on a whole nother total trajectory. And now we're trying to do that with Speak Life. Pour into people who are hurting so that you don't have to go out throughout your day hurting like that. You can start with some good Speak Life medicine in the morning. It'll take you throughout your day.
And that's what it's there for to do. That's what it's going to do. That's what it's going to do.
Amen.
Well, you guys, we have enjoyed you
Yes,
all.
yes,
This has been very, very
yes.
fun. I tell you. Hello, Xavier. She's just coming on. Xavier, you got to go back and watch the whole thing, honey. But, honey, don't watch it while you got shoes on, honey, because you're going to shout right out of them, okay? But do this favor for me. If you're not Robert Brock's friend, make sure that you go and give him a friend request because you don't want to miss all the events that's going to be held with Speak Life. Again, it's going to launch on next Sunday. She said, hello, I know, right? Hey, Princess, how are you?
Click like and share. Like and share. Like and share.
Share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Princess, you got to catch it later, honey. It was good, honey. You think you were speaking in tongues the other day, honey. You really going to be speaking in them and falling on the floor and hitting yourself upside the head and everything. Go back and listen to it. I promise you, you don't want to miss it. But Princess, do this for me. Share out the broadcast and join us next Sunday. I want to see you in chat in LaGrange next Sunday at the launch of Speak Life. Hello, Pastor Karunji Story. How are you? Make sure you join us on next Sunday, April the 29th at Lafayette Christian School. Speak Life is going to be birthed. We're going to be finally able to see it and hear it and everything. So we want you guys to please join us at 3 o'clock p.m. We're going to be tagging you all with all the information. Anything else we want to add?
It's something for everyone. I mean, everyone needs to be empowered. Everyone goes through different things. So click in, click like and share, and we are looking forward to seeing you next Sunday, April the 29th, 2018, at 3 o'clock p.m., Lafayette Christian School Auditorium, and it's located at 1904 Hamilton Road, LaGrange, Georgia, 30241. We will see you there.
See you
Speak
there.
life, everyone.
Speak
Speak
life.
life.